talk about meeting people you're a fan of. You had a nice afternoon, I think it was, or evening with Madonna.
It wasn't an evening. It was 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Which, you
okay,
know,
but tell me about that.
It was incredible because I'm a huge fan, and her guitarist of the past 9 years, Monty Pittman, is actually working with me right now in my band. And we had a band together in Los Angeles a couple years ago, and we've written a lot of songs together. So we've known each other for years, and they obviously trust each other. And I was here in New York right after Idol, and he was here teaching her guitar lessons like usual. And he said, "Hey, my friend Adam really wants to meet you. Do you think you'd be into it?" And she said, "Well, who is he?" And he said, "Well, he just shot the cover of Rolling Stone." She said, "Oh, okay." I guess you have to have a little clout for Madonna to meet you. And
it's a good entree, though.
It's a good. Yeah, it's a really good one. And yeah, I went to her house off Central Park, and it was just surreal. And she came in the room, and she's wearing all black, like silk kind of like workout outfit, and no makeup, and her hair just tied back in a ponytail, and just her energy was really powerful. Like she's got a presence to her, obviously.
Of course.
And I was intimidated, and it was the first time I can remember in a long time being completely starstruck. My heart was beating, you know, I was like wigging out a little bit. And I looked at her and I went, "I'm sorry, I'm kind of freaking out." She's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "'Cause you're fucking Madonna." And she smiled, and I said, I've been a fan since I can remember, and this is, you know, pretty amazing for me." And she said, "Well, thanks." And she said, "So how you doing?" And we started talking about, you know, the whole newfound fame game that I'm a part of now. And I said, "You know, how do you do it? You know, you've been doing it so long and navigating it so well. How do you do it?" And she said, "You know, you just got to put your blinders up and keep your eye on the prize and just move forward." And then we talked about possibly collaborating, and and maybe that'll happen someday. And she said, "Well, what's your sign?" And I'm a huge astrology buff, so I said, "Well, I'm an Aquarius." And she said, "Well, I'm a Leo." And I said, "Yeah, I know." And she, that's polar opposites. And she said, "Well, that's a good thing." She's like, "But what's your moon sign? Because that's what really matters." And I said, "Well, I'm an Aries moon." And she said, "Oh, you don't like being told what to do at all, do you?" And I said, "Not really." She said, "Well, I'm kind of bossy in the studio, so I'd probably piss you off. I don't know if that would work." And I said, "Well, if you piss me off, we'll probably make really good art."
What
and
else?
she smiled. She liked that. So that was my little moment with Madonna where I think I got her to look at me for more than 5 minutes. So that was good.